Welcome back to the Chit-Chat show where the chat decides where we go. Today we got Michael Yalon in the chat. Welcome in all the way from somewhere in Georgia, right?
That's correct.
That's awesome. So you're doing a little family time, huh?
Yeah. We heading to Disney and some stuff with the girls in practice. So we switched it up and Georgia for the night. Family's at the pool, relaxing. That's where I'll head after the podcast, and then I will get to Disney in the morning.
Oh, that's awesome. I love Disney World. It's lovely. No current restraining orders against me from Disney World. So the chat loves to say, "Oh, hey, Max has a 500 feet. Ha ha ha." You can't. No, that's not true, you guys. And Michael can look it up and prove it. Anyways, I saw that your missus started the driving, and you were playing passenger princess. What was that like?
Yeah, it's nice. Except for when I try to take a quick nap and the slightest movement, I have this panic attack and I immediately wake up. But at least I get to play on LinkedIn the entire time and screw around and have a great time with that.
What does your feed look like? Is it okay? What percent is it like humor and what percent is it serious?
It depends on what time of the day it is, because I guess all the funny people, they don't have jobs, or I don't know. I tool around there as well all day. And I mean, LinkedIn is where I spend most of my time at work as well. But I would say it's probably 60-40 humor, 40% business.
60% humor, 40% business. Yeah. Okay. I was expecting yours to be about that. I was going to even say maybe yours would be like 70-30 or even 75-25. Because it seems like you've got the business down pat. I mean, your business stuff, like how much does it evolve? How much does it change? How much is shifting on your business perspective?
What do you mean?
Like you created, like a network for doctors and for physicians, for dentists, right? Physicians.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so the services, none of the service branches had a physician and recruiting team.
Yeah.
And no one really is leaning super heavily into the platform the way I do. So it kind of was hey, if you're the only person doing it and you do it for a while, I mean, you almost have to not want to succeed at first,
Yeah, so you're literally using LinkedIn for its intended purpose.
Yeah. And then I found a bunch of cool folks like you and Bill, and I could name for the rest of the podcast a bunch of really badass people. But it's incredible. You can get some therapy, you can make a joke, you can buy a book, you can get some leather, you can go to a cohort, you can recruit somebody. I mean, it's literally a couple of days ago or yesterday or whenever it was, I was LinkedIn is the magical kingdom. Quietly, Jimmy Lai in the flesh 2 days ago. I got to post some pictures. But yeah, man, it's crazy.
Yeah, you can do that, and you can actually drive. Here's the crazy part: you took a long drive for your family, and then you're going to go to Disney World, like you said. You can also just drive to LinkedIn people's places. I drove to Jimmy Lai's office, and guess what? He let me in. He didn't kick me out because I don't have a 500-foot restraining order from Jimmy Lai's office, like you guys think, chat. God,
not yet.
But you can. It's so cool that you can meet all these people. And I think you've done some LinkedIn in real life update, meetups. I think I've seen some of yours, right?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Well, obviously Jimmy just had his book, the book launch. So that was literally this week. But besides that, I think the most recent was with Steve, and he's awesome too, man. He's just a real deal kind of guy. But I've probably met 20 or 30 people over the last 6 months, mostly from conferences and just local stuff. But yeah, it's crazy. I mean, there's some really good people on this platform, and with that, there's some really not so good people. So
yeah, there's some good people and some not so good people. Yeah, there's some villains on here. Every good story needs a villain.
Yes.
So don't you guys don't make everybody your hero. Not all influencers are heroes. Some people have nefarious purposes. They just do. Don.
Oh dang! I'm just peeping at the chat.
Yeah.
Someone says, "Bringing to the attention the fact that you stole my content. Please credit people." Hey, I
Uh-oh.
always do my best. I'm just curious what it is. Call me out.
Yeah. Wait, could be me though. I don't know. I steal
Oh,
sometimes. I steal memes. I openly steal memes. Memes are literally meant to be stolen. So if it's memes, it was, that was me on purpose. I really don't think Michael would steal content, but I don't know. Like, and I don't
no
think
one's
I would.
perfect.
I try to respect everybody's rights and everybody's, like if you post something on LinkedIn, is it still yours legally? Probably not. Ethically, probably.
Yeah.
Max is straight up evil, says Ken. No, I'm not. No,
Yeah.
I'm not. And I would not use this opportunity to plug anything.
Right.
I would never do that. I would never look like coming on podcast to plug stuff is so passe. I would never do that. I would create my own podcast to plug stuff. Wait.
Dude,
What are you plugging, Michael? Like
dude, I'm
you're
sorry.
here for
The hat.
something. What are you plugging?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm just plugging life in the GoDaddy hat. That's pretty rad.
Yes.
I need to. Or no, it says other things now.
Yeah. Chit.com.
Yeah, I need to get one of those, and then you can like
Yeah.
charge someone like $9 an hour to like wear it all day on a stream or something.
Like
Probably more than that.
do you remember that guy
So,
like 25 years ago that sold a tattoo of his on his forehead on eBay, and he made like 200K?
No, the only thing I remember most recently is Michael Scott had a profile picture of a tattoo on his forehead.
Well, that was a real tattoo. He had to get it lasered off. That's crazy. I have him coming on for part 2 of the podcast with Katie. That's going to be exciting. It's going to be Marvel only, and guess how much I know about Marvel?
Probably
Not
more
a
than
lot.
me. Probably more than me.
Okay, okay, yeah, just a little bit. I just know I'm just a chill guy is all I am.
Are we doing hats off or something? We showing the main?
No, we're showing all of our hats.
Oh, okay.
The only thing Max is plugging is a fish tank. Okay, that story about my sophomore year in college is not true. Michael, my first roommate in college came on the show on Thursday and said that I like fish sticks. And that I was doing something defiling a fish tank, which doesn't even make sense, guys. How would I defile a fish tank? Like that's the stories people make up about you, Michael. They make up stories about you. Like it's crazy. I'm sure your family makes up stories about you.
Yeah, but I don't think it's ever been that far.
Oh, okay. Yeah. He came on my show. We hadn't talked in like 19 years, and he's just like, yeah. I caught Max doing something.
What's going on in the chat? Anything crazy?
Max is a Marvel. Tasha said, "What's up, y'all?" She's in Alabama right now, which is real close to you. Fucking Bama.
That's what I'm talking
Catwell says, "Max, you're gonna have to let me school you and all the nerd stuff. This is ridiculous." There's nothing ridiculous about me. You guys, like, seriously, just because I bring on a normal US. Okay, when I was in Miami, confirm or deny this story. When I was in Miami, Michael, I heard that Cuban moms would name their sons Usnavi because they would see the ship US Navy. Does that sound real or like BS?
Oh, it sounds real, but I don't know firsthand.
Oh, I thought you would know all the folklore, all the lore of the US Navy.
No, not the Miami stuff. So when I was, I'm still active duty, and for the record, nothing I say or do is in representation of the Department of War or the U.S. Navy. Disclaimer over. Now we can talk again.
Yeah, that was a good disclaimer.
I was stationed in Virginia when I was like a quote unquote real sailor. So I was on a destroyer out there, and
oh my God, he disappeared. He got kicked out. Something about Virginia. Virginia is for lovers, is all I know. I'm sure he'll be back. The chill guy is here. Don't worry. Don't worry, you guys. Never fear.
Dude,
Back in action, baby. Sorry for booting you. You had to go. You were in Virginia. That's all we heard.
yeah, man. Sorry, I'll be careful what I say from now on. My apologies. No, yeah, man. So like if you're stationed in Virginia, you do like deployments in like the Middle East and do like Mediterranean stuff and Somali Basin, Horn of Africa. So I didn't really get to do anything cool Miami type of things or working with those folks. Or
you went to see the Somalian pirates and you literally just had the audacity to say that you did nothing cool.
Yeah, I mean, so 2 of the deployments I were on were piracy based, and we did however many hundreds of boardings, but nothing crazy. It's a crazy story. True story.
Yeah.
Everyone knows the Maersk, Alabama movie, Captain Phillips, right? The look at me, I'm Captain now.
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't get there yet, but I was on the USS Bainbridge from 2009 to 2015 or something like that. And like 6 months before I got there was when all that stuff went down on the USS Bainbridge. So I got to be part of it, like a historical kind of ship, but I wasn't there for the op or anything. And there was a lot of spec op stuff, and most of it's private. But the point is, like, that ship was, the Maersk, Alabama. That's where it all went down.
That is dope.
Yeah.
Oh my God. So that Tom Hanks movie was a true story?
Well, I mean, I wasn't there, and I'm sure, like anything in Hollywood, there's some Hollywood added to it, and there's some confidentiality stuff and some secret stuff. But yeah, no, it's definitely based on like a no shit story from sailors out there doing what sailors do. And
wait, so how often are you physically boarded like hundreds of ships? You said like commandeered,
yeah.
And you're so how are you peeing your pants during this?
I mean, it really depends. Like, so as a regular sailor, I'll say like, I'm not special warfare, special operations or anything like that. So we really don't do like non-compliant boardings, meaning like if it's clearly non-compliant, like we would not board unless there's absolutely nothing out there. And so like most of the time it's been investigating and seeing what's on the dhows, and some of the things that I've done were like on Group 3 merchant ships, like some of the large ones climbing up and stuff like that. So nothing crazy hairy, but sometimes like at 2:00 in the morning when you can't see your hand in front of your face, it's nerve-wracking for sure. But you just have an adrenaline rush.
Because anybody could have a pistol or something, right?
Well, no, we don't really care about the pistols. More of like just AKs, just getting blasted randomly. Or I always feared like when we were checking down in the engineering space, if like someone closed the hatch and like took the Dow down. That was my biggest fear, honestly. I was like, please God, not today.
Not today.
Yeah.
So you did that for a couple years?
Yeah, from 2009 to like 2014 or 15. I can't remember, honestly. It was like about 5.5 year tour.
That's
and then also I was going to get out of the Navy.
And then you were going to what?
Then I was going to get out of the Navy. Honestly, that's my plan.
What made you stay, other than the handsome salary that went your way?
So there's no Navy. So I'm from South Jersey originally, and there's no Navy in South Jersey. And so I was like, well, how can I get home? And I went on recruiting duty. And man, I just like drank the Kool-Aid and fell in love with like the people operations and life changing, and being able to talk to high school seniors and have them enlist at first. And then it kind of like shifted from officer recruiting and then medical recruiting and now to this. But yeah, man, I really love like the people business. And recruiting is just so much fun.
My really good friend Isaac, who's 19 and watching us right now on Twitch, said to tell you to not recruit him. He said, please don't pitch me. So,
well, I've already got a meeting set up next Tuesday. His mom called me and we're rocking and rolling.
Oh yeah. My God, Isaac, you're in trouble, buddy. Oh my God. He was in our Discord actually, and he was asking who's your guest tonight. And then, I told him about you, and then he's like, just have him not recruit me. So
why not?
I don't know. I think he's 6'3". He's a little too big for the Navy, No, I don't know.
Oh, finally, Bill Yost is in the chat. It's about time.
I tagged Bill Yost. You know what? You know what is a cheat code on LinkedIn? This is I swear by this. Okay, you tag Bill Yost in a post because it rhymes with Yost, and then you take his name out. You delete it. You backspace on the Bill and the Yost, and then all you get left is the pirate flag. And then you post that. I just got 1,500 likes or 1,500 reactions plus comments on just doing that. And then I did it the other day. I got like 3,000. And then I did it the other day before that. I got another like 3,000. It's like it is money because it doesn't miss. Like the Yost flag doesn't miss.
No, it's a free admission to the Yoster coaster, man. It's yeah.
The Yoster coaster. That's pretty good. Oh my god.
He's been promising he's going to make a post about it one of these days, but he hasn't. So hopefully after he sees this, he does it tomorrow or something. I don't know.
So you challenge me to post something that is inappropriate, but then you give him the Yoster poster. How does that fair? I don't get how that's fair.
Hey, if you want, I'll think of a really like gnarly trademark for you, and I'll drop in every one of your posts like I did Jimmy Lai.
I love that. No, I absolutely was getting a kick out of you commenting on Jimmy Lai Never Lies. Like, that's so good because people don't know how to pronounce his last name very well.
And I didn't
say like Lay or whatever.
Yeah. I just guessed it. I was like, well, there's probably only like a couple ways. And so worst case scenario, that if this doesn't work out, then I'll try the other way.
Just instead of asking him, isn't it funny? Like the links that we go to, instead of asking other people, like, how is your name pronounced? It's like, I'm going to take 12 guesses.
There's that saying of like, I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah.
Within reason. Bill says, I'm a busy influencer, Michael. Prove it.
He's not though. Like, he's a busy dad. Like, speaking of that hat you're wearing, like, I mean, congratulations, Bill. But like that is so cool, but it's interfering with your LinkedIn influencing game. Bill, if you're going to be a true full-time LinkedIn influencer and not work for any company, like you're not like the CEO of a cookie company or an anti-pirating streaming company. You're not like that. Like you're not high up on any of those. You're a full-time LinkedIn influencer. You need to get committed to the game, which is why I'm sending you this hat, sweat stains and all, Bill.
I like it.
In fact, I'll wear it for you one more time just so you know it's a game-worn hat. Like,
I don't know, man. That guy is like, he is vaccinated. Like, he is immune to the algorithm. Like, he is, it's funny, the past couple of days, he's like blatantly like challenging the algorithm and still wins. It's funny to me. I don't know. He does.
He actually trolls the algo. I've actually told people, there are people that ask me for advice on how to post on LinkedIn, and I often tell them, look at what Bill Yost is doing, including trolling the algo, making fun of the algo, belittling the algo.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely puts on a master class for free in public.
No, he really does. It's crazy. And he does it with such charisma too, and just class. It's crazy. Oh, you know who put on a little bit of a clinic though? Katie Hessler did. She got like 2,000 reacts just like 2 days ago. And I was like,
yeah, Katie's cool, man. She got a great personality. Plus her husband's in the Navy, so she's automatically cool. And she makes these like rad freaking books. Have you seen them? Have you had one yet?
Not yet. I'm waiting. I've been wondering what number I'm gonna be, because I know I'm not like I know I'm not tier 1 or tier 2. I'm like tier 3 friends, So if we're tier 3 friends, maybe I'm like number 18. It'd
She's
be
like
cool.
Coming.
You haven't
Bill,
heard of Cat Wells yet. You haven't had the pleasure of seeing a Cat Wells post. You would know it if you saw it. Trust me. These are not like mild posts. These are like, fuck the algorithm posts. But you should connect with Cat Wells. She's good.
Sure.
What's that?
Yeah, I feel like I am. I know the name. It's not like a common name.
Yeah.
No, I was
K-A-T.
saying you could make a post like about, the cure for hunger in third world countries, and maybe 50 people will see it. But then you post a picture about a purple elephant juggling 16 neon green balls, and the whole world will see it. It's just, I don't know.
Okay, hold on. I gotta
But
get that.
we are the algorithm. So it's like, that's why I don't get mad at it. Like, we are the algorithm. Like,
Yeah.
the people. So it's like we're the goofballs in the game.
Purple elephant juggling 16 balls. I'm getting it because it's kind of like like my shirt's pink and I'm like, don't think of a pink elephant. And you're just like, well, shit, I just thought of a pink elephant or a purple elephant. So I'm about to post that while we're live. I got my buddy Chatty G. Chatty G. Who's your biggest friend in the AI world of all the AIs? Are you guys have to use Copilot, I think, don't you, or something like that?
No, man, because of the HPs that we use, we can't have Windows 11, and you got to have Windows 11 to use Copilot, so we don't. But I mean, I'm a big nerd, man. Like, one of my buddies is way smarter than me, and I get to abuse his brain. But I mean, I bounce around between Anthropic. I mean, I am obsessed with Replit. That environment is so cool, the things you can do inside of it. But yeah, I mean, Chat and Anthropic, Claude, that's kind of where I spend a lot of my time. But image generation, I spend a lot of time in Grok, especially for video, but then Gemini for some stuff.
You like Grok for image generation? That's interesting. Wow.
Because of the transition, how smooth it is to video, it's incredible. So I like the Yoaster Coaster stuff I made for Bill.
Yeah.
90% of it came from Grok, only because of the smooth transition to make it into a video or a GIF format. So yeah, it was so much. I think it took me 30 seconds to make it.
That is dope.
And it's free too. I don't pay for the premium model. The answer is Gen AI.
The answer is Gen AI.
From the chat. She's removed.
Who's removed? Who are we removing?
Katie, I was just kidding.
Oh no, I'm not kidding. I'm get her out. Yeah, get her out. Bounce her. She's got 4 kids to go take care of. How do you do that? How does she balance all that? Like you said, purple elephant juggling 16 balls. She's a purple elephant juggling 16 balls. I mean, not an elephant, but a human, and on LinkedIn, she's an elephant. Yeah.
I don't know. You kind of just do it.
You kind of just do it.
Wife, so much credit, man. She's a freaking rock star. Yeah, Jen said it best. She's a woman. My wife is just an absolute total badass rock star, man. If I need to hop on a podcast, she is willing to take the girls down to the pool and just no friction, man. Just excuse me, all about it. So pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, and it's cool stuff. Speaking of juggling 4 kids and being a content creator, Shelby Terrell, PhD, professor. Okay, if you haven't met her, you got to meet her. She's on my Sunday shows, and she's in the chat right now. But she is doing all that, by herself. That is incredible. Over there in H-Town in Houston, Texas. Holding down the fort. That is there are so many people that amaze me on this platform. Truly. And you're one of them, Michael. I don't know how did you get, you've got over 20,000 people following you, and you're posting all the time. You're commenting all the time too. I don't have the energy to get as many comments out as you do, but you're just let me comment some more.
Dude, you know how many times even people that I'm cool with are hey, what are you using to automate your comments?
Yeah.
And I'm my middle finger. I'm not automating anything. It's me, man. And it's a full-time job. It's a lot of work. But I keep telling folks my feed is so dialed. I rarely have to down check or unfollow somebody, because my feed is so dialed that I can literally scroll and comment on 99% of it. And it's just people that I want to talk to and comment and learn, and whether it's personal, professional, dad stuff, sports stuff, gearhead stuff. It's my feed is so dialed, man.
It's you're in all these niche groups and you didn't even expressly get in there, but it's Microsoft kind of learning about you.
Yeah. I mean, those engineers are brilliant, man. They're, they've got an incredibly challenging problem that they're trying to solve.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Big hats off to them. That's really hard. I'm friends with a couple of the engineers that are on Microsoft's team on that. And like every day I'm just amazed by what they're able to do. This whole like this new feature though of report AI slop, it's questionable a little bit to me. I don't know. I don't get what its intended end game is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just trying to learn what the people consider AI slop from there, and then kind of like.
So we're like, you know how like tag hit all the bicycles. That's teaching. That's machine learning. That's teaching the algorithm. Is that? I wonder if it's just like that. Like we're literally now just test dummies.
Man, that is like universal levels above my pay grade.
Oh yeah, no, I know. That's why we're just speculating. There's no way we'll actually know.
No, who knows, man? I mean, there's so many different options. It's like you can dislike it, you can unfollow it, you can see less, you can AI slop, you can report it, you can block it. I'm just like, dude, you close your eyes and you just pick one and hope it works out.
Yeah, throw a dart.
No, yeah. So, hey, Max.
Yeah.
What's one thing that LinkedIn does not know about Max Langley?
Ooh, one thing that LinkedIn doesn't know about me. Man, that's tough. Let me see. Okay, the Karl Rove story. I don't think anybody's ever heard the Karl Rove story. Karl Rove was basically running the country in like 2005 when I met him. I was interning for a congressman, and I sat right next to him. So he's like right here to my left, and he finishes this speech, and there's cameras rolling. And so, but this is 20 plus years ago. The cameras are rolling, and he opens it up to questions. And there's all these high school students, me included. I'm 1 year younger than everybody. So I raise my hand, and I turn to him, and he looks at me dead in the eyes, and I go, "What was it like working with George Washington?" And he looked at me. He stared into my soul. He didn't say a word for like 6 seconds, which is like a very uncomfortable amount of time to wait. And then he looks at me. He goes, "Son, I'm not that old." And then I was like, well, I'm going to be a comedian, because the congressman's top aide put his arm around me afterwards, and he goes, "Max, that joke you told was really funny, and it really opened the room up to questions. So nobody was afraid to ask a question after you told that joke."
That's great.
And I was like, yeah, the joke. So I've been joking ever since, baby. Just over here telling jokes. It's not like any of these jokes are reality. They're just jokes.
Humor is such an important thing in life. It's the key to like so many things. I mean, you can literally it's like I tell folks on LinkedIn, you can shoot the shit, make a joke, laugh, and that probably will equate to more business than trying to talk business to everybody.
Oh my God, it will. It will 1,000%. It's not just probably. The business that you get from people, it comes from friendships and people liking you. And at least in my field, I can't speak to every field, but in my field, if people like you and if you joke around, and as long as it's not like, like racist jokes or, or like, jokes where so like basically the best kind for like business development are where you're self-deprecating, where you say, "Oh, look, Langley for Bosley, that's me." Like, yeah, that's me. That's a picture of me. You don't like go up to other people and be like, "How long you been bald?"
You could.
I mean, you could. It just won't work as well.
Right.
No, but like jokes are how we, especially with the younger generations, like you probably figured this out with your kids, right? That like their humor is just next level, right? It's like you have to be like Sherlock Holmes to understand their humor, right? Sometimes.
I don't ever understand the things they say. I feel old. I'm like, dude, what? I'm 36. Like I feel like I'm a young man still. And
you are a young man, because I'm 37. You are a young man.
So that makes you an old man. An older man.
No, but they say stuff like, "That's bussin'," and you're like, what the hell is bussing?
Yeah. No cap. And
no cap on God, for real,
so
for real.
my 10-year-old always says, actually,
pushes up glasses.
Like instead of like saying seriously or is that serious, daddy? It's like actually. And I'm like, talk normally.
Talk normally.
Yeah,
I like that. What's one thing I'm putting that back on you, because that was the best question, that maybe the best question anybody's asked me before on the show, and usually people don't ask me questions. What's one thing that LinkedIn doesn't know about you, Michael?
Oh, man, it's a tough question. I don't know. I mean, I'm always like putting myself out there, like especially like when I hit X amount of new followers, because you know it's always good for people to know different things about you than the polished resume, corny suit profile picture dude. But I don't know, man. I'm an Israeli Italian. Yeah. So my dad's side is full Israeli, straight, you know, from Israel, first generation. My dad, and my mom's side is like hardcore Italian.
The Italian took look. It looks like the Italian took more of your, like, both of your, like, your persona and your just like looks, like your facial structure. It looks like it.
Yeah, I've gotten that before. When I let my hair grow and like when I have a full beard, you can definitely see like the Middle Eastern kind of like very curly and very full. Like I just, you know, so.
How many times have you been to Israel?
Oh man, we used to go multiple times a year as a kid. When I joined the Navy, I've gone a few times, some from, you know, for leisure rather. And then just got lucky and did some port visits. So I was able to like hit up my cousins out there, my aunt and my uncle. Like when we pulled into Haifa, I was like, where the hell is the port we pulled into? We pulled into Haifa on my ship on the Bainbridge, and I was able to hit up my cousins, and you know they live in a little village out near the West Bank, and so literally like
you had a family reunion right there on the ship.
Oh, like, seriously, I brought my cousins on the ship because they have never been on a warship before.
That is cool. I've never been on a warship before, Michael.
Well, Max, we will make it happen. I'm getting out of the Navy in 1 year and 11 months. And so we got to wait.
You're leaving in 1 year and 11 months?
Yeah, that's when I hit my 20 years, man. And I'm gonna, you know, the Navy is great. I don't want people to think like that's a negative thing. I love the Navy, but I also am super excited to start like, you know, a new venture and a next chapter. But yeah, that'll be 20 years, man. So
ooh, do you have any ideas on what you're gonna be doing in 1 year and 11 months?
Oh yeah, I am like so deeply obsessed with the healthcare space and talent acquisition and retention and doing right by physicians and dentists. There's so many bad actors out there that just want to get placement fees or don't care about
like ZocDoc.
Don't get me started. I don't even want to. This is being recorded and everyone's going to see it, so I will not get on that soapbox right now. But people need to do right by the docs. I'll say that.
Yeah, I've had like doctors, like mental health professionals that are like owed like just ungodly amounts of money from, you know, whatever it is, insurance companies or the platforms or both. And like, you know, having an ethical approach to it is something that I think will resonate.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's one of the most terrifying challenges right now. Excuse me. The healthcare space and access to care, and how many physicians are being made every year, like, you know, that are going up through medical school and residency and wanting to practice, and, you know, just the fee schedules that just came out, what the, you know, the surgeon or the primary care physician will actually get based on different procedures and such. It's just crazy. It's nuts. If
highway
John is on here, yeah, he would know. But yeah, crazy stuff. Anybody in the chat got any crazy cool questions? So you're saying you're hairy, Steve? Stop it. Steve, by the way, Steve Ramsey. I'm just gonna 10-second soapbox for Steve Ramsey. That dude is a rock star. Go check that dude's page out. Click on his YouTube. The man can sing. Like,
wait, he can?
Like if you see some of his videos, like he's not being animated. That's Steve, man. Like, he is just a freaking rock star human being. Like, you got to go check him out.
We were talking about him in the pregame show.
Oh yeah.
He's the one that did the Max Langley for Hymns.
That was him. Okay. Yes.
Wait, that was really good. Like, and then one of my connections actually responded, and turns out that my connection is a pharmacist at For Hymns, and then he said, "Should I hook it up?" You know, and I'm like, "Should you hook it up?" Like, yes. So if that actually happens, if I actually get a sponsorship out of For Hymns, I don't know. I'll be amazed.
I think we just need to all go into that post and tag Hymns.
Yeah.
Hers, whatever the official like LinkedIn company pages. But I think we need to be like, hey, are you guys like going to sleep on this? Like, what are you thinking? Tag.
Yeah.
And
like we need to. That'd be good. I like that. Guys, go into Steve Ramsey's post. Scroll down to the one where he's got the green hair popping up.
Drop it in the chat.
Okay, yeah. Let me drop it in the chat. That's a good idea.
You need Hymns, Max.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, man, that's terrible. That is terrible. How many people are in the chat? I can't even tell because my computer hates me.
It says 17, but it often is wrong. I would say that across all we've got probably 30, which is pretty damn good across all platforms.
That's pretty neat. 30 people.
They're liking it though. They're here for you, the fans. I love this hat. It's a duck flipping off, and so it reminds me of what Brianna Brew. I don't know if you haven't heard of Brianna Brew, you're living under a rock. But she's the Hamburger Helper queen, and the Yapper Gazette.
Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, the Nicolas Cage one. But this reminds me of Flippy, which is the mascot for her marketing arm, which is awesome. I need to get official Loose Cannon merch, though. They don't have official merch yet.
No.
I love buying up merch. Have you done that yet? Have you bought up anybody's merch on LinkedIn?
You know, I haven't, honestly.
That would be a good thing. Yeah. That'd be cool to wear that. Like, and like, what if you met up with somebody, like, I don't know, let's say, like, what if you met up with Jimmy Lai and then you're wearing his hat? Like, that would be, you'd just be like, you wouldn't even acknowledge it. You'd just be like, yeah, that's what's happening.
Yeah, Jimmy's got a pretty rad shirt that he made recently. It says Jimmy never lies right here. And on the back, it's Jimmy Lai with a big QR code.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. I got his when I visited him, when I drove up to Oklahoma to visit him. Or no, I passenger princess up to Oklahoma. I did not drive. Jake Mitchell drove. And Jimmy gave me a 4XL shirt though. Like, and I'm like a medium sometimes if it's generous, and a large usually. But the 4XL is ridiculous on me. I gotta find that shirt. I don't know where it is. It's like putting a blanket in the washing machine. That's all. He said, "You're only worth a 4XL, bro."
That's rough.
Those cost more to make.
Oh yeah, anything above XL is like an additional $2 or whatever.
Yeah. Well, now it's like an additional $5 because things are crazy.
Oh, really?
I don't know. The shirt game's gotten buying anything in this country has gotten crazy to me, at least. It's like, oh my goodness.
Someone asked if we've been to Australia. I have not.
I have not, but my brother did.
Yeah. Okay. I'll go first and then I'll ask you. Well, I'll ask you and then I'll give you mine so you have a moment to think. But what is like your primary and secondary, like, coolest place you've ever been outside of the country? So I'll go first. I think Israel is just an incredible place. I mean, there's just so much history, and, you know, you can be in Jerusalem where if you want to see like biblical, historical stuff, and you can go to Tel Aviv and party like you're in New York City. So it's such, and then you have obviously the West Bank. And so it's such a dynamic like geographical area. It's incredible. I love it. The food and everything.
The culture is so cool over there. It's like
Yeah.
I've never been there, but when Conan visited and visited all different aspects of it, he was like, immersing himself in the culture, and like just seeing how everybody lives over there. So interesting.
Yeah, man, it's incredible. Man, I'm trying to think of my second favorite because I love Scotland. Like I love Glasgow. I mean, it's such an incredible place, man, to have like a true pint, some real fish and chips. But like I
Yeah.
love Spain as well. I mean, that's the cool thing about the Navy. Like I have been all around the world. And I would say for free, but you pay for it when you deploy and whatnot. But it's crazy. Like, you on a deployment, like when we'd go do our thing, we would go out to sea for a few weeks, pull into a country, do cool stuff, go back out to sea, do our missions for a few weeks, go pull into a country, and like literally rinse and repeat. So I don't know, man. What about you? Where's even if not your favorite, but just like maybe somewhere recent or the first thing that pops up when you think like, where's the most rad country you've been to, or a crazy story where you got
The
doing raves in
Bahamas.
basements?
The
The
Bahamas for
Bahamas?
me, yeah.
Nice.
I really like the people there and just the beach and the weather, the culture. Just the Bahamas had a great feel. I haven't spent a lot of time outside the U.S. really. Honestly, not a whole lot. But so like my number two is going to be boring, but it'll be like Mexico. But like the different parts, like seeing where tequila is made and like just touring those facilities and exploring that's so cool. Like wherever you go, explore that place.
Absolutely. Yeah, Mexico is great. I was stationed in San Diego for like 12 months back in like, shoot, I don't even know.
San
Long time
Diego,
ago.
doesn't
Yeah.
that mean a whale's vagina?
I have no idea, but I know it's a city in the state of California.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Max. Oh,
You know
Max.
what that's from?
No clue, but a movie that I'm like obviously over my
Yeah,
freaking
I
head.
know. I was gonna see, like, I'm seeing how deep your comedy runs, but like you don't just sit around and watch a bunch of comedy movies like I do. That's from Anchorman with Will Ferrell.
Which I have seen, but I don't know why like I didn't remember that line.
Yeah,
It's
it's
okay.
because I have a ridiculous memory of lines. What's your number two?
Man, I don't even know. I'm watching chat pop off Nicaragua, Costa Rica, Australia, Croatia, Mexico, bunch of cool places.
Wait, that's good. You got the chat to pop off. You're such a comment baiter, bro. What the heck?
Michael Yalon, posture check, boys.
Posture check. Look at my Bosley shirt.
Yeah, I'm in a hotel room and like totally out of my comfort zone. Don't have my mic. Don't have any of my stuff. I got this mic, but not the one.
Oh, I'm so scared about like traveling with this show because I'm like, how am I going to travel with this show? Like, you can get those really good clip-on mics, I guess, but nothing beats the Shure SM7B.
Yeah, I don't have all that. I've got a I don't even know what it is. It's a quality made in China piece, but I like it. I forget the name of it, but have you ever heard of Seychelles? It's a little island, and they make an incredible rum. It's called Takamaka rum.
No.
If I wasn't in the Navy, I would have never heard of it, but we pulled in there for a port visit, and we got to live like kings. They speak French, and it's kind of like Creole style food, and yeah, I mean it's like my understanding, it's like the Bahamas for the Europeans is what the locals told me.
Parlez-vous français?
Yeah, I had no clue, but it sounds cool.
Je ne parle français? No, I said, do you speak French? But that's all I know how to speak. So I will walk up to people that speak French and I say, parlez-vous français? And then I just wait. It's really cool. Party tricks are cool.
Yeah, I can probably survive in Mexico. I can perhaps have a basic conversation and say some prayers in Hebrew. And I'm not even very good at English, so English is yeah.
I will say you're much cooler than I thought you'd be. Like somebody from South Jersey though, like you're gonna ooze cool just like growing up there, because like you've got like the real world experience of just you're growing up in a real environment. You know what I mean?
It's weird, because people talk shit about me, like about being from the armpit of the East Coast, and I don't know, man. I guess if you're from certain parts of it, but South Jersey, like not the shore South, like close to Philadelphia South, is so cool because there's a ton of farmlands out there. Then you're so close to Philly, and it's a very unique thing. Like you're 45
tons of culture. Yeah. So would you be more of an Eagles fan or of a Steelers fan or who cares?
I'm a diehard Birds fan.
Oh, okay.
The Birds are coming out here next month not here. I'm in Georgia. They're coming to Nashville to smoke the Titans.
Well, I mean, who's not going to smoke the Titans this year?
Yeah, that's why I knocked on wood. I was like, man, that would be embarrassing if I was the reason why.
My boy Cam Ward, though, like I hope that he can do something one day, but it probably ain't this year.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah.
It'll be fun though. Like you guys got an interesting team. I mean, I like, I don't know who you throw. Like, who's your top wide receivers? I mean, you got I mean, I can't even think now that AJ's gone.
I couldn't even talk shop with you.
You don't have a whole lot of receivers though. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Like it's fun watching you guys do that tush push though. Oh my gosh, when they voted to ban it, I was like, the NFL has gone to shit. Like banning a perfectly legal move, like get out of here.
Yeah, the sport's drastically different than it was. I mean, I remember growing up like in the Cunningham era. It's funny, actually. I don't know if you ever heard of Jerome Brown, but I think he played in the 80s or the 90s. I forget exactly when, but my aunt at the time was dating Jerome Brown. And
damn.
Yeah, it's crazy because, a lot of those folks, they live in South Jersey. Some of them live in Philly if they grew up there. But so back in the day when Donovan McNabb was still the quarterback, my uncle was the general manager of a Circuit City, which I don't even think there's Circuit Cities anywhere anymore. I think Best Buy is like the only large chain that they have. But he would always come in and buy like, ungodly stacks of CDs and DVDs. It was just funny. He would come into the local, Circuit City and just a regular dude.
That's awesome.
In Morristown, but what's chat talking about? The Eagles, really? Yeah, man.
Did the real Caesar stay here? Yes. Yeah. Yes, Jen. Thank you. That's a great one.
Oh, Constance is like, hey, South Jersey's where I grew up. Haddonfield. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I used to ride my bike through Haddonfield all the time. Haddonfield's a really cool, like little, it's not a city. It's like an older town. Awesome little bike shops and coffee shops. And like they have a little downtown with like a 4-way square with like an old school toy shop. And this is obviously back in the 2000s, the last time I was running around there. But yeah, Voorhees, that's where my daughter was born. Jersey Shore, Serena says, that's all I know. Gym Can Laundry.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Constance is awesome. She came in our Discord and was talking shop and was like, here's how life was as a judge. And then people kept interrupting her. And I was like, shut up. let her talk. Like, come on, you morons. Like, how often do we get a former judge in here just chit-chatting? And a public defender too. Like, that's working hard for your government, right? And for the people. That's a tough job. And you get paid like 12 cents an hour.
Yeah, I remember as a young man in the early 2000s, I had to get a public defender, and I was quite appreciative of them. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Back in a different life.
Different world, man. Like Like, I don't know. I missed the heck out of the early 2000s and the late 90s. Like it was just a beautiful time. The whole world just seemed easier back then, but maybe it was because I was seeing things through rose-colored glasses, I guess.
I don't know, man. I don't know if you see them, but like someone makes these like throwback AI videos, like, do you miss it? And it's like pizza at freaking, wherever with the arcade and like
Yes, I
waking
miss it.
watching the Cartoon Network and playing Sega.
Yes, I
Yeah.
missed it.
Yeah. It's crazy that, I don't know, my kids will not ever grow up in a simple or simpler world like we did. Yeah.
And you could, here's the crazy part, because I'm not a parent, so I don't know how you guys do it now, and I appreciate the heck out of how you guys do it, right? But like when we were growing up, I, at least for me, I had unlimited access to the outside world and unlimited access to the internet. And I mean, I turned out okay, I guess, but like now it's like people are so scared. They hover over their kids and they like, don't ever want to let them go. Like, I don't know. Like, I know I get the internet restrictions. I 100% agree on the internet restrictions. But whatever happened to letting your kid get on the bicycle and just go, have fun? I don't know. I'm a non-parent, so I don't really get an opinion on that.
No, man, it's tough. Like, I almost feel bad sometimes. I feel like I'm being too hard on my girls. But
Yeah.
again, like I'm not ignorant. I know what it's like. Like
Yeah.
I was a teenage boy. And I also know that the access to things right now, I mean, this thing right here, you can get into whatever trouble you want. Even if like you're a good person, someone else can try to get you in trouble or get access or reverse. There's so much to it that it's like, yeah, man, I am like super fearful, but I try to not let that stuff get the best of me. And I definitely give them like a super long leash of things and I let them fail and make mistakes. But
Yeah.
I don't know, man. It's crazy, dude.
From what I've seen on your post though about how you're parenting, like I think that you've got your heart in the right place and you're doing it the right way. And like just how much you love your wife too. Like you let that spill out into the LinkedIn every now and then. And like that's the side of Michael that I really like to see. Like I like to see, like I do. I love like when you say like, hey, I got this network for physicians and dentists, but I'm just like, I'm not that kind of doctor. I'm a doctor of law. But people need me for other things. I can't be in that group. But then when you're like, here's like the real world life of me, I'm like, I like those. I like those posts.
Yeah, it's funny. Those are like my favorite to do as well. It's always fun being able to talk about family and even just friends and other people. Just you know, John, I always butcher his name, Kraske.
Yeah,
He
I
does a
like
great
him.
job.
I
Yeah, I
like
love
him.
how he always like is just talking about other people and just bringing other people into light and just that's my favorite thing, man. I wish I could just get paid to talk about other people all the time and just show how awesome people are and how we're just an incredible freaking species, man. Of just yeah. I wish that was a
Me,
job like the
hey,
Chiefs.
no, I treat that as part of my job. I do. I've been doing shout outs to as many people as I can. And I would much rather people in my little group get just shine as opposed to me. Like I think it's too much that I've been shining that much when other people deserve the spotlight. And there are so many cool people. I mean, I'm just looking over right now and like, I mean, Jen's awesome, Cheese is awesome. There's Rob Unger, what a superstar. There's so many superstars in the chat. Kenneth Dunner Jr. He's always telling me, he's always hyping me up. Like hyping me up. Come on. I want to hype you up, Kenneth Dunner Jr.
Right.
Thank you. But we got about a little more than 5 minutes left on here. So you got to think about your closing thoughts here in a little bit, but those come a little bit later. I do have like some closing questions. Nothing that I prepared, but because I always like to do this like improv.
Okay.
What do you think is just like a really cool quality about one of your LinkedIn friends, like somebody who's kind of close to you or in your circle, just kind of name them and just say, hey, this is a cool quality. You just did it with John, but I'm inviting you to do it again.
So I'll drop two of them. I think I've said Steve's name a couple times, and John. I mean, Jimmy, he's just great, but I don't know him like well enough and personally enough to like be able to genuinely vouch for anything besides minimal interaction. But and I always butcher his last name. I can't. John, please forgive me if it's Saran or Saran. He's also a lawyer, attorney, M&A type with H&K. He's awesome. Like I could literally call him right now, and it's probably late as hell. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock. He'd probably answer. If not, he would at least text me like, hey, dude, you good? Or something. But, he'll send me a selfie and be like, hey, man, should I drop this on Friday? We'll just have fun. And he's in a total different like world than I am entirely. But, we're both girl dads. He's an officer. I'm an enlisted. I'm a chief. He's a JAG. He's a Coast Guard Reserve officer. And just a great human being. We've met up for lunch and we talk quite frequently. And, the biggest thing is he shows up online the exact same way as he does in real life.
I like that.
That is a very rare quality because I have met a lot of people, and 90% of the time they're this fraud persona online, which I don't like. I get why I don't agree with it, but I understand why folks are doing that. But I think it's like a superpower to be just a real person. Like, like when you see me talking shit or whatever,
it is.
That's me. I'm,
yeah,
that's who I am. But he's just an overall good human being, father, husband, girl dad, attorney, officer. And I don't know how the heck he does it all, but cool, calm, and collected, and just a rock star dude.
That's awesome. You said he's in JAG?
He's a reserve. He's an attorney in the civilian sector and also a reserve Coast Guard officer.
Okay.
And is a JAG, so Coast Guard JAG.
Because that show from like the 90s and early 2000s, JAG, man, that awoken something within me. Like with Catherine Bell, like holy, I was like, wow, I want to be a lawyer like that.
I always thought I need to be friends with some lawyers instead of be one. It's like you don't want to own the boat, you want to have friends that have a boat, so
that's true. That is so true. Like it's so true about owning a boat. The two best days of owning a boat.
Yeah. But what about you, man?
Let me just look in the chat real quick. Let me see. Oh my God, Rihanna Hollenbeck. I want to shout her out. I don't know. I've shouted her out before, but I'm shouting her out again. She's an amazing server / waitress and social media. She's a social media director for a restaurant. So she does all three of those. And she crushes it. She's been posting on our Discord the like food pictures of like, like when they're coming out from the cook. She's like, here's something to get everybody, hungry. And it's like, what a superstar. She joins voice chat a lot in our Discord and plays the Discord games with us. And oh my gosh, like just so fun. Always brings a good time. And she's so real. She's just always herself.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think I follow her. I'm almost positive I do.
Yeah, you should. She posts really good, like just across the board style content.
Yeah, I need to get with the Discord as soon as the pod is over. You have to get me dialed so I can get into it.
All right. Well, we'll have like a little post game thing actually, where we'll make sure that we're both uploaded. So don't click the leave button right away, but it'll be a short thing after this just to make sure we're fully uploaded. But now is the time to do the closing thoughts. We're at 59 minutes. So what are your closing thoughts, Michael?
Oh man. Well, first, I appreciate you, man. I'll say people probably see some of your content and think that you're just an online goofball. And I would agree with them on some regard because you and I are both online goofballs. But I would also say you are a brilliant and professional dude. And so thank you for having me. Besides that, yeah, I mean, LinkedIn is an incredible platform. Have fun with it. Try not to stress out and chase the impressions and all the things, even though I'm still going to do it.
Oh my God, man. Even when you're like at the top of the game, you're still chasing though, right? Like
it's an emotional roller coaster, man.
What does a dog do when the dog finally catches the car? Like, it's like, what do you do? Like,
mine's the next car.
Yeah. You want the bigger car. You want another car. You're always thirsty for more. Like, that's the dangerous side of social media, right? So I always want to thank one person in particular. Today, I want to thank Will Paulus for being here. Will Paulus is a legend. He likes fish sticks. He is, you want to be like Catherine Bell? No, I want to be with Catherine Bell. Like, in her Jag days. But that was she was one of my first childhood crushes. So don't blame me, guys. We will see you guys for Discord games. We got them tonight at 9:30. Whoever wants to join is welcome to join. It'll be fun. And then tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central, I've got Professor Shelby. So it's for Shelby Sunday. Hope you guys tune in on the Chit-Chat show where the chat decides where we go. Bye.